Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to answer questions on meditation. These are questions that have come in through Facebook, Instagram, other social media channels, and questions that we get asked. We get asked a lot of questions about meditation, and I thought I'd take this time to answer those questions with you. So let's get started. Meditation is pampering ourselves. It's taking those few minutes out from our normal daily life to just be in that silence. What is the number one thing that you've personally gained from meditation? Wow, that's a big question to answer. I've been meditating for almost 5 decades now, and my life has gone through huge changes during that time. But many wonderful things have happened to me. But I think possibly the most important thing is to not take anything too seriously. The best way to respond to a situation is by not getting overwhelmed by the situation. I don't get drawn into the situation, and then I can be objective about it. And this is something that I've learned from meditation, really, to be able to stand back and see the situation and know what needs to be done from that objective level. But there are so many other things that have gone on. I mean, just the support of the universe has been incredible. I've never been rich, I've never been particularly famous or anything like that, or maybe now I'm becoming famous on YouTube or whatever. But everything that I've needed has always just been provided. The right thing, the right person just showed up at the right moment. And really that's kind of the support of the universe that comes through meditation. So these are just a couple of the things, but there's been so many things. I mean, I could talk for a long, long time on all the benefits that I've had from meditation. So try it and see what comes for you. What does it mean if you see colors when you meditate? When we meditate, we can have lots of different experiences. Most commonly, we have thoughts, words, sentences going on. Some people are more visual than others, and so they tend to see their thoughts in a way. Colors mean different things. There's a lot of information out there that talks about the different vibrations of different colors and what they mean, how they affect the body. If you're interested in the energy systems of the body, the chakra systems, these energy centers in the body, then we usually relate a particular color to each one for the vibration. So the lower chakra is red or orange or yellow, and then the heart center is green, pale blue here, and then we move into those higher vibrations. But it can really mean anything. Ultimately, as we move into those higher states of consciousness, then everything becomes white or gold anyway, so all those colors just merge into that. But don't get caught up looking at these images. Whatever happens in your meditation, just come back to the meditation, back to whatever the focus of your meditation is. If it's a mantra, it doesn't matter. And even if Deepak Chopra shows up in your meditation and says, "Oh, come with me, I'll show you around heaven," you say, "Oh, I have to, a little later, Deepak, I have to go back to my mantra right now." So, whatever it is that distracts you from your meditation, just let it go, notice it, come back to your meditation. What bell do you use to start the morning meditations? I love the sound. Right now, while we're filming this, I do an Instagram meditation every morning at 8:30 a.m. Pacific time. And, I talk a little bit. We have a theme for the day, and I hope, probably some of you have been part of that. And then we do a short meditation. And at the end of meditation, I do a little chime with a little, to sort of bring people out of the meditation. And what I use are these little symbols here. It's a beautiful sound, isn't it? But I also have other things. I have these bells. I enjoy these bells. These are just little bells. There's many different things. So, what I suggest is, find something that you enjoy. Don't just say, with these symbols, don't just order some symbols online, because you don't know what you're going to get, because even though they all look alike, they all sound differently. So it's a matter. So what I would suggest you do is when you get something, is just play it in front of your heart. How does that feel? Just feel the vibration, feel the resonance throughout your whole body. How does that feel? You know, if it's a little harsh, if it's a little uncomfortable, then that's not the one for you, but it might be perfect for someone else. So find one that really resonates with you, and then you can use it at the end of your meditation if you wish, or any time, you know, during the day, just to play it. I mean, I have these bells and chimes around my home, and you know, I'll often just walk around and, you know, chime the bells and hit the gongs and the singing bowls and things like that, you know, just for the fun of it. They're also very good for clearing the space. You know, if you move into a new space, a new home or something like that, or if there's some energetic thing that's not there, then you can just walk around, you know, walk in a clockwise direction around the space and just ring the bell. Helps to clear the energy. So that's something else you can use these for. So sound is wonderful. Of course, you know, the mantras that we use in meditation are sounds as well. And sound's been used for thousands of years to, you know, create different effects on us. So find sounds that are pleasing to you, and it can be music. You know, listening to whatever. What music makes you feel wonderful, and then what music sort of kind of makes you feel a little sort of, you know, nervous or irritable or something like that. You know, listen to the sounds. Listen to the sounds of nature. Birds singing, you know, whatever it might be, the rain falling. These are primordial sounds. When you go for a walk in nature and you listen to the sounds of nature, that's a meditative experience, because you're listening to these primordial sounds, these most basic sounds, the waves crashing on the ocean. So, you know, we have a wealth of support all around us that we just ignore most of the time. You know, we're walking in nature and we've got our headset on, listening to, you know, some person like me on social media or whatever it might be. Listen to the sounds of nature, enjoy them, get out and, you know, enjoy the wealth that's there. And it's all free. You know, that's the wonderful thing too. How do you stay mindful when constantly surrounded by chaos? The best tool that I know of is our breath. And the advantage with the breath is the breath always keeps us in the present moment. The breath, you know, is always there to settle us down. And it's probably the most underutilized tool that we have. We forget the breath. I mean, it just goes on itself. You know, we're breathing in, we're breathing out. But when we bring our awareness to our breathing, that immediately connects us with this present moment. Your breath can never be in the future or the past. It's not in the chaos or the confusion. It's in this moment, and the breath settles us down. And the great thing about the breath is it's always with us. You know, you don't go out and say, oh, darn it, I left my breath at home today. No, you don't. It's always with us. We always have it, so we can use it whenever we want. And when you're driving your car and there's a lot of stuff going on around you, a few deep breaths. Or you're out in your business, your work, whatever, and things are getting a little chaos and confusion. Have a few breaths. Nobody has to know what you're doing. You know, it's just, you know, your private life. So nobody has to sort of say, what's he doing? You know, you're not sitting down meditating. Just be aware of your breath. And that'll help you get through the chaos and confusion. But also, you know, see how you can change your lifestyle a little bit. Maybe start to say, well, you know, why am I involved in so much chaos and confusion? Is it in my work, in my relationships? How can I kind of maybe change some of these things so that I'm not surrounded by so much chaos and confusion? There's enough anyway that's going to bombard us without us kind of creating more ourselves. So just be aware of that, and maybe make a few subtle changes or big changes in your life. How do you deal with sadness? The first thing with any emotion, whether it's sadness, anger, guilt, whatever it is to take responsibility for the emotion. It's your emotion. Nobody can make you feel the way you feel. Now maybe there's something happened, and particularly with sadness, you know, there's some some loss. Sadness is usually associated with loss of a friend, a family member, a job, money, whatever it might be. But take responsibility. It's your choice to feel sad. By all means, feel sad. Don't feel guilty about it. It's okay. But know there's a time when you have to move forward with your life. I don't say move on, but move forward with your life. You'll still have those feelings, whatever it might be, but find the joy within inside, because it's there, hidden away underneath that sadness, underneath the grief or whatever it might be. There's still that inner joy, that inner peace, that inner happiness. So find that and bring that into your life. But take responsibility and know it's your choice, and because you've chosen to feel sad, then you can choose not to feel sad also. What are some breathing exercises I can implement while working? It's nice to just pause, just remind ourselves. I used to have this thing on my computer years ago where it used to sound a gong once an hour, and that just reminded me to take a break, from whatever I was doing. And so just remember to do that. Just take a break once in a while. I do it. I probably take lots of breaks, but don't tell Chopra. Just treat yourself to a break once in a while. So just do a full breath. Start with your expanding your belly, expanding the mid-chest, finally expand the upper chest. Don't bring your shoulders up, but just expand. And then when you exhale from here to here to here. Think of it like filling up a glass of water. With water, you pour the water in, the bottom fills, then the middle, then the top, and when you drink the water, then it's the reverse. It's the same with me. So just some deep, slow, rhythmic, deeper breaths. You can even count the breath if you like. Count, 4 inhales, 4 on the exhale. Very simple breathing exercise. Another simple breathing exercise, of course, and if it's, if you're in a position where you can do it without, having people think you're a little strange, or, if they think you're strange anyway, then it probably doesn't matter. I mean, with me, people think I'm strange anyway, so I do a lot of things and people just are used to it, is alternative nostril breathing. So, you close, say, the right nostril using your right hand, exhale, inhale, and then use these 2 fingers, the smallest fingers, close the left nostril, inhale, exhale, switch. There are many variations. This is just a very simplified form. What that does is it helps to realign the 2 hemispheres of the brain, so it really sort of centers us. And just doing it for 30 seconds, a minute or something like that can really help to settle you down and calm you. It's a nice one to do if you're feeling a little sort of tense, a little flustered. Can you please tell me the 4 intentions that you say at the end of meditation? Yes, for those of you who have done any guided meditations with me, or if you've been to any of the Chopra programs, then you'll have heard us at the end of meditation say 4 intentions. These are intentions for living a happy, healthy, harmonious life. And this was something that Deepak Chopra added to our program some years ago. I remember I was with him in India, in southern India. We had a small group of people and we were meditating together, and Deepak was sharing his wisdom. And he came up with this, and he said, this is something that we should add in to the end of the meditation practice. And so we've been doing it ever since there for the Chopra program. So as I say, these are for living a healthy, happy, harmonious life on all levels. And we do it at the end of meditation, because at the end of meditation, we're still in that very restful state. And when we plant intentions or desires at that restful state, it's like dropping a pebble into a very still pond. The ripples go out to the very extreme. If you've got a body of water and it's very turbulent and rough, you can throw a big rock in, you don't notice the difference. And this is how it is, during our life when we have a desire and we think, oh, I'd really like this, but there's so much chaos and confusion going on that the desire just gets lost and missed. Whereas when we allow our awareness to settle down at the end of meditation and we release this desire, then we're dropping it right into that field of infinite possibilities, or releasing it to the universe. So the way we do this is just at the end of meditation, we finish the meditation, we're resting for a minute or so. Just say them silently to ourselves and then let them go. Just release it to the universe. So anyway, here they are. The first one at the level of the body is joyful, energetic body. Who wouldn't want that? Joyful, energetic body. The next one, the level of the heart or emotions, loving, compassionate heart. The third one, the level of the mind, reflective, alert mind. Reflective mind is one that looks back within itself. It's not always getting lost out there in the world. It looks back. It's self-inquiry. But it's an awake. It's alert. It's not asleep. And then finally, at the level of the soul or the spirit, lightness of being. Lightness of being. Joyful, energetic body, loving, compassionate heart, reflective, alert mind, lightness of being. So just try it at the end of your meditation, whatever meditation it is. Just take a moment. Just takes a minute just to say them silently. But let them go. You don't have to think about them or judge them or analyze them. Just say them, release them, let them go. Let the universe organize it for you. What is your favorite mantra? My favorite mantra has to be my primordial sound meditation mantra. This is the mantra that's part of the primordial sound technique. This is the Chopra meditation program where you receive a personal mantra. And this is the mantra that I've been using for over 25 years now to take me from activity into silence. This is the mantra that has brought all these wonderful benefits into my life. But as it's my personal mantra, then it's private, so I'm not going to tell you what it is. But you can get your own personal mantra if you're interested. Primordial Sound Meditation is available through Chopra teachers. We have Chopra certified teachers all over the world, and we have an online program, so there's an opportunity for you to get a personal mantra if you wish. But there's many other mantras, and one that I can share with you that I really love is the Gayatri mantra. The Gayatri mantra is the great Vedic mantra for enlightenment. Om Bhuvasuvaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. It says in the Vedas that when that first sound of creation was the sound Om emerging from the silence, and then Om diversified into the three planes of existence, Bhuvasvaha. And then they diversified, or then they became the Gayatri mantra. And then from the Gayatri mantra, the knowledge of the whole of creation emerged. So when we chant the Gayatri mantra, it takes us back to that very primordial level of existence, and it really connects us. So it's, as I said, it's the great mantra for enlightenment. There's a version with kriyas. Kriyas are movements, and these are hand movements where you do Om Bhur, Om Bhuva, Om Swaha, Om Maha, Om Jana, Om Tapa, Om Satyam, Om Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat, Om Astom. So that's something you could do as well if you wish with the Gayatri mantra. It's a beautiful mantra. But there are many other mantras, of course. There are many mantras, and if you find one that you like and enjoy, then practice it. But this is probably my all-time favorite. But I have other mantras. I have a Ganesh mantra. I always start the day with a Ganesh mantra. That's what I enjoy. But whatever works for you. Is there a specific chant to start and end a meditation session? Oh, there's so many chants. But I'll tell you my preference. I like to start my meditation session with a Ganesh chant. Ganesh is the energy for removing obstacles. It's really the energy of obstacles. So if we're doing something that's not supporting our path, then that obstacles might come in the way, but we most commonly think of it as releasing the obstacles. And this, of course, is the energy that we all have within us. If we create obstacles for ourselves, then of course we can uncreate them. So this is activating that energy. It also brings wisdom not to create problems in the future. So it's very simple. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. And there's hundreds of recordings of this, so if you're interested in learning it, then of course you can just go on YouTube and look up Ganesh mantra and listen to it. You don't have to learn it, repeat it yourself. You can listen to it being chanted if that's easier for you. But this is a good one. It's a nice one to start the day. So this is the one I do in the morning when I first do my meditation in the morning. I get up, take my shower, do a little bit of stretching exercise, a little bit of breathing exercise, sit down, chant the Ganesh mantra. I also chant the Gayatri mantra, which is the mantra for enlightenment, and then also the Mrityunjaya mantra, which is a great Vedic mantra for health and longevity. And then I do my regular meditation. At the end of meditation, again, there's many different things you can do. A very simple one is just to do Om Shanti Shanti Hi. Om Shanti Shanti Hi. Shanti means peace, so just peace. So Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. May all the world be peaceful, may all the world be joyful. Peace, peace, eternal peace. It's a nice way to send that blessing out to the whole world. So these are simple things, but there's many others, so find something that you enjoy, and if you want to include that, then by all means do. But the most important part is always to make time for your meditation. And don't spend the whole time chanting and miss your meditation. Chanting's wonderful. Chanting is great. It opens the throat, but it also opens the heart center when we chant. And when you chant, lose yourself into the chant. Just chant, just chant, just chant. Let it go. Thank you so much for being with me and listening to these answers that I've given to your questions. Please keep sending in your questions, and hopefully we'll get to more as we go along. I've enjoyed it, and I hope they've been beneficial to you, and I hope we can stay in touch, stay connected through Chopra. That's where I am. I'm the Chief Meditation Officer, if you haven't figured that out, and I'm involved in quite a lot of their programs, their online programs, but also their seminars, their workshops that they do around the country, around the world. So I hope we'll meet, and if we do, then please come up and introduce yourself. Lots of love, lots of blessings. Namaste.